In this video, we're going to be using first TurnNShave Mojito Chill and the Karve Open Comb with the F-plate. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you. And today we shall use first TurnNShave Mojito Chill. And this is a beautiful scent, at least for me. It's the scent of Mojito, which is lime, mint, sugar, but this one is intensely mentholated, as it says right there. So if you are sensitive to menthol, or if menthol is a problem for you, this is probably not one for you. The scent strength on this, whoo, I might have some eye watering today because that menthol really leaps out, but I get a lot of the lime too. This is very bright, at least to my nose, and strongly scented. This would be in the realm of a strongly scented soap. And this comes to you from First Canadian. The price, $19.20 for 4 ounces. And on our cost chart there, $4.80 an ounce, which is a fair price, especially considering it's coming over an international border. This is out of Canada, of course. And I really like the way this smells. And I love the First TurnNShave formula. This is a tallow-based soap. We'll show you the ingredients right there. One of the notable ingredients is buffalo milk. And this one is, oh man, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I've lost my... I just love it. I love the smell of this one, and really, really nice. And I look forward to using it. It's going to be a great shave today. It's going to be a great shave. I'm already discombobulated. Anyway, the razor for today is as Justin, the Red Island shaver would say, Karve. Karve. This is the Karve razor. The handle on this one is a little bit different. This is the Gladius handle that was sold by West Coast Shaving. This handle was given to me by Marion the Barbarian, and Jack from the Virtual Groom Room gifted me a Karve about a year or so ago. And then I acquired some different parts and put together a second OC Karve, which you see here. And this is the F plate, which is the most efficient. And the blade is the Persona 74. This will be on the 5th use. Now keep in mind, the Persona 74 is a vintage blade, and it is known for giving lots and lots of shaves. And this will be my 5th shave. Normally, I would put a DE blade to 3 shaves and out, always. But this one is on shave number 5, so we'll see how it goes. 24 hours growth today. You can see the salt there. And we're misting with plain water. Remember, links for the products will be below if you are interested. And let's get going. Brush for today is the TurnNShave with cashmere knot. Of course, our Captain's Choice bowl. And we have a beautiful lather from the First TurnNShave Mojito Chill. This is a really good quality soap, and I'm dropping soap all over the place there. We've got some good hydration in it, which is normal. And the First Canadian base, in my opinion, runs with all the top bases out there. Our Canadian brothers were not kidding when they said, look, this is a very high quality soap. It runs with Kaizen, Milksteak, Barrister Man, whatever base you want to put forward, this one will hang with it. It produces a great lather easily. It's not hard to work with. Now, keep in mind when I'm evaluating bases, it is for the purpose of the shave. I don't care anything about post-shave properties in soaps because I use 3 post-shave products that handle all my post-shave needs. So I'm talking about my use case is for what does this soap do for me during the shave. I want it to smell great. I want it to be very slick. I want it to produce a good lather easily. I want it to be affordable. And that's about where it ends. I'm not worried about claims of cosmetic-like properties after the shave. And like this is supposed to be like oil of Olay and it's going to make my skin feel moist the entire day and all that kind of stuff. I have no interest in that whatsoever. It is not part of my use case at all because I address my post with post-shave products. So that's something to consider when I'm talking about soaps. Your use case may be different. Maybe you have super dry skin and you're not using a lot of post-shave products, but are there really many shaving hobbyists that don't use post-shave products? Probably not a lot. There might be some, but I find that especially when you use post-shave products with astringent properties. So for me, I use alum, then I use witch hazel. Then I use usually more times than not an alcohol-based splash of some sort. And if not alcohol, it'll be another sort of splash. But in the time that I've used those 3 products, and of course I've rinsed my face a couple of times, any properties that the soap might have produced in terms of moisturizing is by and large going to be gone for me. And I have the benefit of shaving my face, and you can see there's a little bit of eye watering going there because there is a lot of menthol in this soap. I have the benefit of shaving my face every single day, 7 days a week. And then I'm an every other day head shaver. So I'm doing approximately, because I rarely miss a shave, as you know, especially if you've been watching over the last year. I'm doing probably about 550, roughly, shaves per year. And so I have a very good handle on how my skin reacts to soaps and things. And I find that whether I'm using Kaizen 2 or Arco, because I'm using post-shave products, my skin feels the same afterwards. There's no difference whatsoever for me. You may be different, so I'm not speaking for you. But when I'm evaluating products, it's coming from the perspective as for my use case. I can't evaluate the soap for you. I'm only telling you what it does for me. And I'm telling you, this First Canadian compares very favorably with all the best. And this one is strongly mentholated. I am feeling the chill. And again, it's advertised this way. So do not get this one if you are super sensitive to menthol or it gives you problems, because it's bringing it. I can feel really, this might be the coldest mentholated product that I've ever used personally. I think it is. But I am enjoying it, and it is really nice quality stuff. And the Macho Man Randy Paquette out of Canada, just a great guy. And I've enjoyed getting to know him some, as well as making some friendships with our Canadian brothers. Some of the ones that come to mind, Magic Mike, of course. We got Phil. We have, and of course, if I forget someone, I'm sorry. We have Lyle, Justin, the Red Island Shaver, Bigloo. Great people, fun. They tend not to take themselves too seriously. They're just really nice people. And of course, Randy. And I'm sure there are others who I'm missing, and please don't take offense, but just wanted to shout out those guys because they're just terrific, fun guys that we like to have a lot of fun with. And they weren't kidding about the First Canadian Shave, and I hope you can see the sheen that is in that soap. This soap compares very favorably to the best of the best, in my opinion. So you're not going to lose anything quality-wise. Now, keep in mind, again, I caveat, I'm really trying to make a concerted effort to speak more about this use case. For my use case, not needing post-shave conditioning, not wanting post-shave conditioning from a soap. So I'm always speaking from that perspective. And I'll probably do a sofa session video at some point where I talk about my thoughts on reformulations and how it applies to me. And keep in mind, I'm only speaking for me. And I know the artisans sometimes get upset because they're putting their hearts into their products. And when they tell you that, you know, they think the product produces a really nice post, I don't think they're making that up. You know, I think they truly believe it. But my perspective, and at least in my case where I'm using 3 post-shave, I'm doing two rinses and using 3 post-shave products. Just for me, it's not that important. All right, so my post-shave routine, I am going to first do a warm water rinse and get all that soap off my face. Then I'm going to apply the alum to my entire face, and I let that sit for a bit. Then I will do another very thorough rinse. Then I will apply the Thayer's witch hazel, cucumber, aloe to my entire face. Then I let that set, and then I will use the splash. And most of them have alcohol. Not all, but most. And so by the time I've used those 3 products and have accomplished those rinses, there's not much of that post-shave conditioning still kicking around for me. And keep in mind, again, I'm getting to experience this. So a lot of shaving enthusiasts aren't daily shavers or even other day shavers. Some of them shave twice a week, every now and again. And I'm experiencing this every day, and in total, 11 times a week. So I'm having the opportunity to really feel how these soaps are performing, and honestly, nothing makes it past my post-shave. So again, Arco provides pretty much the same experience for me that a very moisturizing soap does. So if you're not using astringent post products, or maybe you are dumping additional skin food in there, you might have a different experience. But again, if you really want to test it, omit your post-shave products and try it that way. But honestly, I just don't think there are many people not using post-shave products. Most people enjoy that aftershave and you know, other balms. And so if you're layering up on post-shave products, I don't know how much of the soap effect you're actually getting. You may get more than me. Now keep in mind, my skin sort of has it's resilient in that it sort of resets itself back to default pretty quickly in almost all cases. So, you know, use case critically important. And I do try to mention that, but I notice a lot of times people just don't recognize that I say that all the time. So just keep that in mind. All right, man, I got to tell you, this is a nice soap. It is cold though. Woo, it's cold. I haven't talked about the razor. The Karve razor, Christopher Bradley, or as I like to call it, Christopher Bailey, which is my name. Anyway, it is a really nice razor. It is a premium level in terms of craftsmanship razor that comes to you for a really decent price. It's about $80 for the brass version here, which I'm using today. Now, I know a lot of people will say, well, that's not budget friendly. Well, for a premium quality razor, it is. Anything under $100 or right around that $100 mark, maybe slightly over, for premium quality hardware, meaning we're talking about not pot metal or zinc alloys and stuff like that. Anything around that $100 mark and below is good budget friendly. Because I had a gentleman the other day where he was, he mentioned that I don't think your budget friendly hardware and mine are the same. And keep in mind, I'm speaking of durable lifetime investment type hardware. So when I say the RazorRock Lupo at around $70 is very budget friendly, I'm talking about in terms of a razor that's of stainless steel, or one like this that's brass, that will likely outlast you, and not a pot metal razor, which can also last a long time. But if you notice, if you take one of those pot metal razors and you use them and then you screw it down, I have seen this many times, which is now I actually use frog lube on the threads of my razor, and frog lube is non-toxic. But anyway, I've noticed many times on the pot metal razors, say let's say an Edwin Jagger DE89 that's not a 316. If you put it away from a long time, you'll notice that you can get some white corrosion around that threading area. And I promise you, once that starts, you give that razor a hard fall, it will snap. The threading will. And so you really have to do extra to extend the longevity of the pot metal razors, in my opinion, because you will see corrosion on them quicker if you're not careful. I have seen it on mine. And so then I started addressing it and making sure that, you know, I put just a ever so slight amount of frog lube, or you could use food grade mineral oil if you wanted to, if you don't want to use frog lube, on those threading, and then thread it down and just make sure it's, you know, that'll sort of protect it against that corrosion. I've never had any issue with my stainless steel razors having any sort of issue like that, nor the all brass razors. So that's just something to think about. Stainless steel is a much more durable material. Brass is softer, but it's still fairly durable, although it is soft. So you are going to have to be careful about drops and things like that. It's a little softer. And by the way, this I find the Karve, even on this F plate, to be a very smooth, effortless shaver. It does not feel menacing to me. Now, when I say that, keep in mind I like an efficient razor, so you might use the F plate and feel like it's mighty aggressive. To me, it just feels nice and smooth and easygoing, you know. So again, use case there, you know, very important. But I will say, my eyes have been watering throughout this shave because that menthol is kicking. And this might be, in terms of cooling, the coldest soap that I've ever used personally. I am enjoying it fully. I have had a little eye watering. This is, when it says intensely mentholated, he's not joking. The Macho Man Randy Paquette for First Canadian is not joking. So we will rinse and then we'll come back and get into the post, and we're going to use that splash, which is also intensely mentholated. Stay tuned. And all right, we are back, and off cam, we did a warm water thorough rinse, and then we followed that with the application of the alum, let it set, did a nice cold water rinse, then toweled off with our Lancaster towel before applying the Thayer's. This is cucumber, witch hazel, has aloe and witch hazel, very nice stuff. In my opinion, today was an excellent shave, super enjoyable. The First Canadian Shave, Mojito Chill, super cold. It is intensely mentholated as advertised. Awesome quality soap, big thumbs up. I absolutely loved it. This is available as of the date of this recording at First Canadian. You can check the Razor Company as well. I'm not sure if it's in stock at the Razor Company, but I love it. If you like the scent of Mojito with some menthol, big thumbs up. And we used our Karve, as Justin, the Red Island shaver, would say, with Persona 74 on its 5th go. Super smooth, nice F plate. I really love this razor. It's a good autopilot razor for me. And we shall finish it off after showing you, not us, the brush. This was the TurnNShave. And of course, we used our Captain Choice copper lathering bowl. And then we're going to slap on now the Mojito Chill aftershave, which is supposed to be intensely mentholated as well. And let's pour some out, slap it on, and then we'll be off to the races and having a fantastic day. And I hope wherever you are, you have a magnificent day as well. Hope you have magnificent shaves and that everything just goes incredibly well for you today. Wishing you all the best. Thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way. As always, God bless.